Hey guys, Craven13 here, and yeah, I am on a new world. I am going to try once again for a survival series. However, this time, instead of using a server, I'm going to use my own computer because every time I've tried to start a series on a server, something happens. The server closes, or it changes, or it resets, and yeah, so I don't get a chance to do that. So this time, we're going to try this on a single-player world. Don't have the benefit of other players or an economy, but I can at least do a survival series that will continue on. Now, I do have some mods going. The most notable one is this mod here, which is just enough items. Now, I do not have it set so I can pull items out. I can't cheat. It is there for the crafting because, as you can see, if you click on an item, it tells you how to craft it. I am horrible at remembering crafting recipes, so I'm going to be using that. I'm also using other mods. I'm using a tree feller mod, the reap mod, just a few things to kind of speed the process up for playing. I'm not using anything world breaking or earth shattering. Just some mods that I think should be in the game anyway. For example, tree feller, and other ones just to help the series go along a little smoother and a little faster. So, I guess you could say it's a modded series, but I am sticking to pretty much the vanilla rules to play, but just with a few exceptions. So anyway, and also, yes, as you can see there, when you break grass or plants, I have a mod that allows you to get different types of seeds, not just grass seeds, just because, survival aspect, whatever, farming, food, you know how it is. So anyway, let's get started. I don't think I allowed a starter chest. I think I wanted to go straight, legit punching trees, all that crap. So we'll start with a small tree here, try to get an axe, and go from there. But anyway, I also have a fast decay mod for the leaves. Because if there's anything I hate in Minecraft, it's floating trees and taking 22 hours waiting for saplings to fall. So I have a fast decay mod that allows me, as soon as the tree disappears, as you can see right there, the leaves vanish. You pick up your saplings and move on. Okay, so as you can see here, the crafting HUD's a little off. It's because I'm using the Halcyon Days resource pack in combination with the Conquest. It's kind of a mixed pack. Oh, I didn't want that. So I have, so there's some minor glitchy issues visually, but to me they're worth it because I just love these two packs combined. So it's very, very medieval feel, and it also works really well for steampunk builds. Although for a steampunk build, I tend to use glimmers. But the Halcyon Days pack has a lot of really cool 3D models. As you can see, the tree, the leaves on the trees are somewhat rounded, giving it a little more realistic look. Has some really, really cool blocks. And when you're building medieval style, I think it just looks amazing. So that's mainly what I'll be using. So anyway, okay, so let's get an axe. And we can start cutting down trees. Oh crap, I built a wooden axe. Yes, I have world edit, but wait a minute. Yep, I built a wooden axe because I'm stupid. Okay, so let's get rid of that. I have world edit, of course, for, doing creative builds and things like that. And I don't bother changing my mods out every time. I just don't use certain ones when I'm doing creative. Or when I'm doing survival. If I wanted to build in creative, I'd just do a creative world, which I may do at some point. I may do a creative series. I've really been wanting to do an entire world, just different cities. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool. Another mod I have, if you can hear the sounds in the background, is an ambient sounds mod that allows you to hear birds, crickets chirping at night. It's just got some really cool sound effects that I just love. So, and it just adds a little extra dimension of immersion into the world. So anyway, okay, so we're obviously in a pine forest. I really don't want to start out in a pine forest, but I love spruce. I don't know what the lag's about. What is going on with that? Anyway, but I absolutely love spruce wood, so I'm going to collect a bunch of it here. I've got 40 logs. I've got... oops. And that's... yeah. There's mods. You have to chop down the bottom log to get the tree to fall. If you chop anywhere else on the tree, the rest of the tree remains standing, so... and it works on any size tree, which is awesome. But it also... a mod also uses the equivalent usages on your tools that it would take if you chop down the tree singly. So you don't get away with chopping down a huge tree like that and only getting one usage on your axe. It will destroy your axe as it did mine. Let's see if we can't find a slightly better biome to start in. If it doesn't get dark on me. But... I really like the sounds in this ambient mod pack. I really like them. A little repetitive sometimes, but you know, nothing's perfect. So, ooh, red mushrooms, sweet. You can even hear. I don't know if you heard that, but every once in a while you can hear gnats like they're buzzing your ears, and you know, it's kind of like being out in the woods. Honestly, a lot of the sounds are very, very real. So, the birds sound great. The insects buzzing sounds pretty awesome. When I first put this pack in, I actually swatted at my ear thinking there was a gnat in my ear when I first heard that sound. So, yeah, it kind of fooled me a little bit. So anyway, I'm not sure where we're going. I just want to find a different biome. Maybe a plains or forest biome. Hello, cows. And just something a little more conducive to starting out. I like the pine forest biomes, I really do, but it's not where I want to start. I may find one to build in later. Now, all the builds in this series will be survival. They will be legit, which means I probably won't build everything on camera. And I definitely won't gather all my resources on camera because that's very time consuming, very boring to watch. But anything major I'll at least explain and show a little bit of. That way, you know, the series as we go on, you understand. Crap. You understand where I'm going with things. And I don't know. Part of me wants to do everything on camera, just, you know, so you can see it. But I also know that nobody wants to watch somebody mine for 7 hours or whatever. So, a lot of the very tedious, boring stuff will not. Ouch. Will not be on camera. Moving on. Ooh, I like this. There's sand for glass, water. Fairly flat. Birch forest. Not a big fan of birch, but, you know, whatever. I'd really like to find like an ocean side. Start out building alongside the ocean, or at least a big lake, pond or something. All right, this is my chance to get some wool to create a bed. So let's do that quick. Let's see. Build a sword. Come on. Pick this up. I don't know. I mean, I could just let it there. It's only 4 wood to make one, but... There's that. Oh, yes, there's another mod I have on here. Animals actually occasionally drop bones and stuff like that. It's, again, going for something a little more realistic as far as drops and that go. Looks like it might be getting dark on us soon here. I don't know. And I'm wandering into a swamp. I do not want to build in a swamp. Ugh. I'm not getting very lucky in these ravine. But anyway. The swamps can be very bad places at night. Although it's nice to have one nearby for slime balls and not. But Yeah. Oh, it could be interesting to build in a swamp. Well, I don't know. Well, here's actually looks like a plains. This might be a good place. It's got a birch forest, got a swamp. You got your pine over there, your spruce. This looks like a pretty decent place to start. No big. Well, what is this? Is this a river over here? Oh, sweet. Big body of water, a river. Yes, I think I found home. Good deal. Alright, let's go up here. And it's getting dark on me, so let's do this. Let's put this down. I'm probably not gonna... I don't know. 3, 1, 2, and 1. And yep. Stupid skeleton. What are you doing? Huh? Come here. Ow. Don't die. Shoot. Alright, where's my death point? Do I have a death point? I don't have a death... What? Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna run and find my stuff, and I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here I am. And I made it back, found my bed, threw it down, laid down quick. Was able to sleep through the night. As you can see, there's still monsters around, but thankfully I didn't get killed by them. Oh, another thing I do have is creepers do not destroy blocks. I just, yeah, don't want to deal with that. Call me cheesy, but yeah, I don't want to have to rebuild something 26 times because a creeper got into it. So, alright, so what foods do we have? We got a carrot, we got a potato, we got that, we got these seeds, mushrooms. Let's see if we can put the other crap in here. There's our wooden axe. I'm going to throw that out, honestly, because it is a world edit tool. And, yeah, it doesn't do me any good to use a wooden axe, so... Okay. I will have to craft some stone tools here. I don't have much stone, but we'll see what I can make. First of all, get some of these. Okay, we need an axe. A shovel. Eventually a stone pick. And now more stone. So, oh, I'm gonna throw this in here too, because that's a plant or food item. Try to keep things a little bit sorted. It makes it much easier at the outset. Okay. Gather up some of this stuff here. Pig, you're annoying. Never fails, every map. I have a pig or a sheep or something that just keeps following me around like it. I don't know. It's annoying. So, okay. So let's throw these in here. That'll help to get me started. Oh, poison potatoes, those aren't much good. At least not right now, anyway. Why did I throw beetroot seeds in there? Okay, I'm in there. Now, what do I want to do here? I'm going to need wood very quickly to keep tools and chests and so forth going. I kind of like this little area down here. This maybe where I build my starter house. We'll see. I'm sure the first house won't be anything amazing. Never is. It's just simply for survival purposes. So, but yeah, I'm going to try to keep the episodes about 20 minutes each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this one here in just a very short amount of time. I just wanted to get an introductory episode to my survival. series going. My Skyblock series, if you watched my last Skyblock upload, I started a series on a server called Skyblocky. And when I uploaded the video, there's a comment on it from an owner of a server I used to play, Edit TV. The server was shaded.gg. And he asked me to come back and play on the server, so I went back and playing on that server. So I'm going to continue that Skyblock series. However, the only difference will be that it's on a different server. I have a equivalent rank on that server as I do on skyblock.gg. Or, I mean, as I do on Skyblocky. The islands are kind of similar starting out. So, I will be continuing my Skyblock series. It will just be on a different server, but it's pretty much all the same stuff. You know, I have the same plans, the same type of build idea. I'm going to just go forward with it. I'm just changing servers to do it on. So, that should be the only difference in them. You know, Skyblocky was a decent server. I have nothing against it. It just, I've played on shaded.gg a while ago. Really enjoy it. I get along with the mods. They're great people. The community's pretty friendly. You know, not a lot of toxic people. Not a lot of flaming. Not a lot of stupidity in chat. Whereas on Skyblocky, a lot of profanity. A lot of flaming in chat. Which was kind of an issue because I'm not always, you know, on my best behavior, but I try to keep this series fairly family friendly. So, yeah, I thought it was a change that needed to happen. I'm happy to be back on Shaded. But, you know, if you enjoy Skyblocky, if you want to try that out, it's a decent server. I personally would suggest Shaded instead, simply because it's a preference. So, with that, I'm going to thank you for watching the video, and I'm definitely going to thank you for sticking with the channel. My irregular uploads and so forth are a bit of a pain in the neck, I understand that. I have a lot of real-world situations that I can't always control. Over the last few months, illness and other, you know, real-life events have kept me from playing or uploading. But I plan on being back. I'm not going to be able to upload every day probably, but I'm going to try to as often as I can. So, alright, with that, thank you very much for watching, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.